So in this video, we're going to look at Applied Community in more detail. Applied Community is an online service portal that brokers now have access to. If you haven't received an email with your login details, you can contact support@appliedsystems.com and we'll get you set up and send you a username and password via email. So when you log into Applied Community, this is your home page. If you click on the menu option on the right hand side, you'll see you have options here. So in a community, you can access product information such as the training materials like user guides and training videos. You can download releases and you can access release notes. You can check your status in the last 30 days and you can manage your service cases. So crucially in Applied Community, you can open a service case, you can see updates that have been made to it, you can communicate with the support agent, and you can close your cases if you've been able to resolve them yourselves. You have access to all of the knowledge base articles. So these are like how-to or updates or just information on particular areas of our software and releases. So you can type in keywords and access those articles. And you also have access to Ask the Community, which is an online forum that allows you to communicate with other brokers who use our software. If you scroll down, there's additional options here, such as being able to access the latest news on Applied Systems. So another key feature in Applied Community is called live chat support. So this will actually connect you with our support team directly and you'll be able to communicate with them. So if you just scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll see there's an option here, chat with us, give it a click. And what you'll be able to do is click on the drop down menu and select the product that you're looking for assistance with. And then just click open chat session. This will then connect you with an agent on the support team. So to continue, just write in your message, click send, and you'll be in communication with the agent until they resolve the issue. So let's look at these features in more detail. So if I click on product information, this will give you access to all of the products that you currently have licenses for. So just looking at Applied Relay as an example, if I click on Applied Relay, then I access 4 options here. So download product updates. So this basically allows me to download the latest releases that are available for that particular product. Remember, this is only relevant now for on-premise brokers. For Applied Cloud brokers, releases are installed for you. If you click on release information, it'll allow you to access the latest release notes, and this is relevant for on-premise brokers and cloud brokers. Help file gives you access to the latest user guides, and product webinars will give you access to the latest training videos. To get back to your home page, just click Applied Community, and that brings you back. So next, let's look at system status. So this allows you to see your system uptime in the last 30 days. So we just click on history and click on these tabs. You can scroll down the last 30 days. And if I click on this blue section here, I can see when maintenance was last carried out on the system. Click on Apply Community, that'll bring you back to your home page. So next we're going to look at My Cases. If you just click on the menu option here and select My Cases, and if there's X there, it'll bring you into My Cases. So it does default to recently viewed, but note there is a drop-down menu here where you can access My Community Cases, which will show you all cases, including those that are resolved, and My Community Open Cases. Please note as well that in terms of your viewing options here, what you see and what you can access depends on whether you've been set up as an administrator on Community or just as a standard user. So generally a standard user can only access their own cases, but an administrator can access cases for your brokerage. So in terms of what you can do on Community for cases, you can create cases, you can see updates that the support agent has posted on the case, you can communicate with them, and you can also close cases. So just to demonstrate how to actually create one, you'll see here there's a create new case button. Just click on it. There's a severity option here. You can select medium or high. So I'll just select medium. The reason, there's 2 options, a problem or a how-to. A problem generally indicates a problem with the software. So if you're getting error messages or there's a bug or some sort of issue with the software, you should tag this as problem. However, if it's a training query, if you're trying to do something and you don't know how to do it, you should log it as a how-to. So how-to is training, problem is a software issue. So in terms of the product area, you can scroll down and select the correct product. And then in the subject, just put in a general subject line. And then in the description, you can be more specific. So obviously you want to put in as much detail as possible for the support staff so they're clear on what your issue is. If you scroll down, there is a create button just here. So click it.
And you can see that the support case has been created. And you can see here's the number for the support case. So in terms of options in here, you can click follow to follow the case, and you can click on discussion. And this will show you all detail that's been posted against the case. So every time a support agent does something against a case, they will normally log it. So you'll be able to see that information here in the discussion area. In addition, if you scroll down to the most recent post and go to the comment section, you'll be able to actually communicate with the support agent. So if I actually just type in my own name as an example, you can see that I come up here and you can select me and yeah, just type in your note or whatever you want to ask the support agent and click comment. So that actually goes across to them. They'll get an email with that note you've typed in, and it's also logged against the case. So if a case hasn't been updated in a couple of days, you're unsure what's going on, you can actually just come in here and just write a note to the agent in that format instead of having to call or email us. Note as well, there's a search option here, a keyword search. If you put in keywords, it'll check all the posts against the case and pull them up. And there is also filtering options here if you just click on this drop down menu here. So that's how we can create a case on Community. So if we just go back to our other cases for a moment. So you can see that the case that I've logged is here, the status is new, and essentially that goes into a queue and it will be assigned to one of the support staff. If you want to get back into it, just click on the case number here and that will bring you back into the discussion area and the general information about the case. As I mentioned earlier, there's a drop down menu here. So you have viewing options. And if you wish, you can tick this box here, which will just display open cases, or my cases will just display those in your own name. There's also a keyword search here. And again, there's display and filtering options here on the right hand side. If you do manage to resolve a case yourself, rather than leaving it open for us, if you could just go back into the case by clicking on the number here, and you can see there's an option here, close support case. So we would recommend or ask you to do that rather than leaving it open. And you can see now the case has been closed successfully. To go back to your cases again, just click on the back arrow there, and that brings you back. So My Cases is very useful on Community. You can create those cases, you can see what updates have been done, you can communicate with the agents, and you can also close the cases yourselves. So it's a very useful tool for managing and overseeing your service cases. Once you're finished in this area, just click on Apply Community, and that brings you back.
Now let's look at the Knowledge Center. So if I click the Knowledge Center here, you can see that there's a search facility. And if I just type in relay and search, this will give me access to ask the community and the forums and the discussions that are taking place in relation to those keywords. So it'll pull up any discussions that are going on in relation to the words you've typed in. And also you can see here, I have knowledge base articles, and they are highlighting the keywords that I've typed in. So in other words, if you're having an issue with the system, if you type those keywords into the Knowledge Center, you'll be able to see the discussions and forums and the articles, which may be able to answer the question for you. So instead of contacting the support team, you can come in here and see if you can answer the question yourself. Finally, there we have Ask the Community. So Ask the Community is an online forum. This is basically where you can see ongoing forum discussions, and you can post a question. If you click Ask a Question, then you can select Apply Community Feedback, type in your question, and ask. Note as well that when you're typing in keywords, it will present current discussions and forums which may have may already be ongoing. So instead of you posting a new discussion, there might already be one that's answering the question. If not, click ask. And that will post up the question on the forum for you. So at a later stage, if you just want to see if there's any answers to your questions you've posted, just go back into Ask the Community. And if you just scroll down to My Feed, and you'll be able to see any questions that you have posted up recently and any Q&A in relation to them. Discussions will bring you into current forum discussions that are ongoing. And featured are any kind of relevant or important discussions that are currently ongoing. To get back, just click on Apply Community, and that brings you back. So as advised, there is a search option here in the middle of the screen, which will give you access to the articles and discussion forums. And also at the base here, you can quickly access recent KB articles, knowledge base articles that have been posted. And then just down below here is the ability to open the online chat facility. So the online chat facility is available from 9 to half 5 Monday to Friday. This gives you quick access to a support agent where you can communicate online as opposed to phoning or sending in emails. Again, if you don't have access to Applied Community at present, just drop us an email at support@appliedsystems.com and letting us know which users you would like access to it. And also, if you just clarify whether you want standard access or admin access. So generally the managers or supervisors or team leaders would have admin access so they can view all cases in the My Cases area. You will then receive an email with a link to access the home page and your login details. It's advisable that you bookmark the home page that you can quickly access it, and also tick the box so that it remembers your username and